YouTube, Denise here from Zilling Bunnies, and I'm coming at you with an updated Inzektor deck profile. This deck is awesome. I love it. It's become my favorite deck now. I love it that much. This deck has so much versatility, so many answers, so many plays for days, and I'm very fond of these bug friends. I think I could get used to these bugs. I think I can. I think I could start liking bugs now. Um, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. There have been some changes to the main, and I will go ahead and talk to those. I will also be giving you a side deck and extra deck, which I didn't do in my last video. So we'll get started with the 3 dragonflies, staple, the 3 centipedes, also staple. The 3 hornets. You actually are going to hate me because I have yet to receive my 3rd hornet. Okay, I thought it was going to be in John's mailbox because I bought it off of eBay, and that was the estimated delivery date. I've still yet to receive the card, so I opened a case with the seller, so I can get my freaking hornet. But yeah, I've been buzzing away with one freaking hornet missing. One Gigamantis, amazing card. He's just so beefy. Anyways, the triple tour guide Sangan engine, which was the same as my last video, but I went ahead and added tour bus. And wait, okay, the reason I want to explain this because I don't want people to not understand why I went with this approach. The triple tour guide Sangan and tour bus. I like it. I like tour bus. Even when I draw into it, it's not that bad. I don't know why people whine. I don't know why people complain. I know it's not the most ideal thing when you draw into a tour bus, but I can still have many plays because all of my Inzektors are practically level 3s. So, if I don't per se have a tour guide in hand, but I have a tour bus in hand, I can just go ahead and exceed someone with my centipede or my dragonfly in the tour bus, and that kind of handles that. I can also return my dead dragonflies. I can return any card that I want. I mean, anything. I can return my centipedes. Also, it works with the mirror matchup, returning the hornets to their deck, returning the Grapha for Dark Worlds, returning the hunter to the deck in windups so that they don't they don't get it back with the rat and just do crazy loops. So there's a lot that Torbus helps me with. I love this card. I don't think I can ever. I mean, it's been one of the best decisions putting this in. I like it a lot. I mean, I understand in some decks it's not ideal to run Torbus, but in mine I just love it. Inzektors work so well with Torbus. I still do the 2 Thunder Kings. Again, I don't have Max C's, so I thought to myself, what would be a great alternative to Max C? And Thunder King came to mind. It is another 2 other light targets in my deck. Easy summon for BLS. And it stops a lot. It stops windups. It stops Dark Worlds. It stops so many decks. So I thought that this would be great, compensating for the lack of Max C's. This does hurt your deck in some way, some form, with Centipede not being able to bring cards to your hand from your deck. But if you are not going to pull off an Inzektor loop, don't, go ahead and summon the Thunder King. But if you have a pretty decent Inzektor loop that you can pull off, and you can do it confidently knowing that you're not going to get Veilered or things of that nature, then don't summon the Thunder King. Save it for a rainy day in the duel. It's always worked for me. Always worked for me. I will not get rid of Thunder King. It's that good in this deck. I brought the Veilers to 2. Just to squeeze in some more room for that Torbus and things of that nature, and another card that I will show you in a minute. 2 is okay. I do side the 3rd Veiler. I like 2 for right now. I really ideally wish I could have 3 Veilers in here, but things don't work out that way. Again, it's really good though. It's balanced out, so I don't draw too much of it in case I come across a Dino Rabbit deck, which we know Veilers are pretty much dead in that deck. 1 Dark Armed. I do side him out occasionally in most duels, but he's still good. Gores, because I do not main Fiendish Chain. If I did main Fiendish Chain, I would probably not have Gores in here because Fiendish Chain stays on the field too long. This is great against windups as well. Windups are really small guys, so when they attack you with that 1500 Zen Mighty, you summon Gores. It's going to be hard for them to get over it for a while until they get into like Dark Hole, Smashing Ground, and things of that nature. BLS, really easy to bring on in this deck. And I'm teching 1 DD Crow, and this has been also a great decision. a great meta call for me. Amazing decision, guys. At least one. This worked so well, and it works so well in most of my duels. DD Crow puts in a lot of work when it comes to Dark Worlds, mirror match, windups as well. So I do side the second one, but teching this one, it just helps stop some plays that you can when you have DD Crow in hand. I brought the dualities down to 2 and I did the allure approach because I am running 2 more dark targets. So I assumed, bringing the allure back wouldn't hurt too much because I have a higher probability of ditching or banishing a monster that I really don't care about. So allure is back in the 2 pots and it's been working better now that I have the Torbus and DD Crow in there. The ratio of me drawing into something I don't mind getting rid of is better. I do the triple MSTs. I do the triple MST and Heavy Storm. It's a great meta call as well with the Wind of Factories, Fiendish Chains, Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors. You need to run 3 MSTs if you're an Inzektor player. You have to. 1 Foolish, just to get that Hornet in the grave. Pot of Avarice, Spells Self-Explanatory, Monster Reborn, Book of Moon, and Darkhold. That's the spells. Traps, I run very little. I just run the basic Solemn Brigade. Just helps, when you're just in a pinch, you can just negate whatever. I think I had 2 Call of the Haunted in my last deck profile. I run 1 now, and it's still good. I don't side the second. You'll see that in a minute. But I think 1's enough. Every time I draw into it and I activate it, it's worked for me. Just bring back that Dragonfly and go off. Mirror Force and Torrential. I explained why I only run 1 Torrential in my last video. I'm not going to go through that again. Alright, the extra deck. Do 2 Chimeritic Fortress Dragons. Amazing against windups. I mean, amazing. And if random, like, gadget players and stuff like that, I have this on standby. You just piss off a lot of windup players with that card. Also, Inzektors, when they go ahead and exceed into Zen mains and think they're safe, you just, contact fusion into Chimeritic. Are you mad now? It's really good. Zen mains, just a great card. Giga Brilliant, one of my favorite cards ever. Another target for BLS. I mean, oh my god, this little bug. I'm telling you, I'm starting to like bugs. I'm starting to be fond of them now. This bug is a beast. Just beefs up all my dudes like huge. I do the 2 Leviathans and the 2 Levy Ears. Just great. Bring back also my banished Hornets. And so, is that a herpy on my arm or my hand? It looks like a spider bite. But whatever. I'm getting off track. Okay. And 2 Utopias. Just negate stuff. 1 Catastor, 1 Brio, 1 Black Rose, 1 Stardust, and 1 Mistworm. Side deck. It's like all falling apart. Alright, here we go. I do the 2 Cyber Dragons against windups, against the mirror match, against Dino Rabbit. This always comes in. Almost always comes in. 2 Snowman Eaters. I'm kind of still debating whether I want to run 2. I'm kind of thinking about dropping 1 for like a Marshmallow or Spirit Reaper. I'm not quite sure yet. So I haven't played enough Dino Rabbits to really be sure what I want to do with this card. I know I do at least want to side 1. But it's a great card. It's a 1900 defense and you flip and destroy a monster. So I like Snowman Eater. The second DD Crow is here. I like it. I usually side it in a lot in the mirror. Dark Worlds, windups, things of that nature. The third Effect Veiler, go in obviously for Inzektors and windups, amazing. I tech Spatian Grand Mole. This works well because a lot of people get smart and they start summoning Stardust Dragons, so they negate my Hornet's destruction effect. I can just like boop, return the Stardust and kind of go off that way. Also returning the Exceeds. We're in a very Exceed heavy format, so you can return the Zen Mighties. You can return everything to to the extra deck with this guy. Amazing tech, amazing. I side the Mind Control. I don't main Mind Control. There was just not enough room in the deck, and I decided to put this in if I was having a trouble, kind of going for those game pushes. If maybe I saw myself that they just swarm too much and I cannot destroy everything with the dragonfly and centipedes that I have on the field, if I can't destroy everything, I kind of mind control, take one away, and then try to pop as much as I can and go for game. Also, take their synchros, take their Stardust Dragons away, take take their monsters and synchro summon with my Veiler. There's just a lot that you can do with mind control. I side the two Fiendish Chains. Obviously, Gores would come out if I side this in. Really good against windups, against Inzektors too. Two Compulses for Dinos, for windups, and for Inzektors. Inzektors, when they go into this, exceeds, just Compulse. Windups exceeds Compulse. And Dinos exceeds the Doka, especially. Just return that sucker to hand. Two Royal Decrees. This is obviously amazing when those Shadow Imprisonings are running around, and Fiendish Chains. Just when you want to make those big pushes, Royal Decree works. And that one Chain Disappearance for Dinos, for Dino Rabbits, for Windups, and for Inzektors. It works well because they're all kind of low attack monsters. So, that's that. That's the deck. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. I made some changes and stuff. So thank you for watching. This has been Denise from Dueling Bunnies, and I have to go fart now. Thanks.